A few might remember a scene from the 2018 Black Panther movie where a bunch of past Black Panthers appear in a tree next to the late King T'Chaka. These Black Panthers were the ancestors of King T'Challa, stretching all the way back to the very first one. Well, now it looks like we could finally get a live-action adaptation diving into the history of the very first Black Panther, the one sitting in that tree with Mosey. With Mosey also making his debut in the upcoming Eye of Wakanda series on Disney+, this could be the beginning of us finally seeing a first Black Panther live-action movie in the MCU. So, let's break down everything we know so far about Mosey's introduction and what we can expect in the future. The upcoming Black Panther MCU series, Eyes of Wakanda, could introduce a new twist on the Avengers concept, featuring a team with a long history dating back centuries. This animated series, which will explore different eras of Wakanda, is set within MCU's main timeline, Earth 616, meaning the events in the show could tie directly into the live-action movies and series. While the Avengers and Captain Marvel laid the groundwork for the modern Avengers initiative, the show might reveal a unique team of superheroes who existed long before Iron Man and Captain America's team. As we've seen with other groups like the Midnight Suns and the upcoming Young Avengers, the MCU loves to explore different takes on Earth's mightiest heroes. Eyes of Wakanda could unveil a version of the Avengers that predates even the original Avengers, offering a fascinating glimpse into Wakanda's long-standing role in superhero history. Eyes of Wakanda will dive deep into Wakanda's past, exploring multiple eras and following various warriors tasked with traveling the world to retrieve dangerous vibranium artifacts. This animated series will introduce several key Wakandan figures who came before T'Chaka and T'Challa, and it's possible that we'll finally see the MCU debut of Bashenga, the first Black Panther, who was briefly mentioned by Killmonger's father, Prince N'Jobu, in Black Panther. The series' premise hints at the rich history of Wakanda, with the synopsis stating, "Throughout Wakandan history, brave warriors have been tasked to travel the world retrieving dangerous vibranium artifacts. This is their story." In both the comics and the MCU, Bashenga is pivotal to Wakanda's history. He creates the cult of the Black Panther after the vibranium-laced meteor crashes in the kingdom long before the events of the modern day. Bashenga is the first to communicate with the panther goddess Bast, gain the powers from the heart-shaped herb, and unite the tribes of Wakanda, securing the kingdom's secrecy and starting the legacy of the Black Panther. Another character who could make a significant appearance is Mosey, an early Black Panther who followed Bashenga. In the comics, Mosey has a notable encounter with Odin, during which Mjolnir ends up in Mosey's hands. Impressed by Mosey's strength and valor, Odin befriends him and invites him to be one of the founding members of his team of Earth-based superheroes established long before Thor's first encounter with the Avengers. This could set up an exciting new layer of Wakandan history and its ties to other major Marvel figures in the Eyes of Wakanda series. In the comics, Mosey plays a key role in helping Odin assemble the first-ever Avengers team, known as the Avengers 1,000,000 BC, long before the modern-day Avengers came into being. This team of prehistoric heroes includes Mosey, Odin, and other iconic figures such as the first Sorcerer Supreme Agamotto and the first Moon Knight, also known as the first Fist of Khonshu. Together, they fight some of the earliest threats to the universe. One of their major battles is against Zagreb the Aspirant, a celestial who becomes infested by parasitic insect monsters called the Horde. The team also takes on the Eternal Ayak, who brings the villainous celestial Arishem into the conflict. Eventually, the heroes defeat these threats and even manage to convince Arishem to spare them. They also clash with other powerful adversaries, such as Laufey, Loki's father, and time-traveling villains like Doctor Doom and Mephisto. Let's not forget that Agatha Coven of Chaos dropped a pretty big hint about Mephisto's existence in the MCU. In the series, Agatha Harkness alludes to a connection with a mysterious, powerful figure which many fans believe is Mephisto. Though his full appearance hasn't happened yet, the hint has fueled speculation about his eventual role in the MCU. This tease opens the door for Mephisto's potential involvement in future stories, especially as the MCU dives deeper into its supernatural and cosmic elements. After these epic battles, the prehistoric Avengers part ways, but their legacy endures, passing the torch down through the generations. Odin eventually shifts his focus to ruling Asgard and raising his son Thor, while other team members continue their heroic paths. This ancient version of the Avengers sets the stage for the modern-day team, with each member playing a crucial role in shaping the future of Earth's mightiest heroes. If Mosey and the other prehistoric Avengers are adapted into a solo, live-action movie in the MCU, it would be a fascinating blend of ancient mythology, cosmic battles, and foundational superhero lore. The origins of the first Black Panther the movie could start by exploring the untold history of Wakanda, specifically focusing on Bashenga, the first Black Panther, and how he formed the foundations of the Black Panther legacy. The movie would take us back millennia to when Wakanda was just a collection of tribes before Bashenga united them under the Black Panther moniker. The discovery of the vibranium-laden meteor and Bashenga's connection to the Panther goddess Bast would be key moments that shaped the early history of Wakanda. Introduction of Mosey and ancient Wakanda, Mosey, could be introduced as the next Black Panther succeeding Bashenga. The film would explore his era, showcasing his rise as a warrior and his leadership role in Wakanda. We would see how he strengthens the kingdom and protects its secrets while also becoming a pivotal figure in the larger cosmic events of the MCU. It could be here that Mosey encounters Odin, leading to his inclusion in the Avengers 1 million BC. The Stone Age Avengers, as part of the plot, Mosey's journey could take him beyond Wakanda, where he joins the Avengers 1 million BC. With Odin leading the charge, the film could explore the ancient Avengers fighting threats that predate even the modern MCU heroes. The inclusion of Agamotto, the first Sorcerer Supreme, and the first Fist of Khonshu Moon Knight would bring a mystical and cosmic element to the film, with battles against Celestials like Zagreb and the Horde. The film would combine action, ancient mythology, and the heroics of these first Avengers to stop these cosmic threats from destroying the universe. The film could see Mosey and the team battling the Horde-infested Celestial Zagreb, bringing in a level of cosmic horror and large-scale battles that haven't been seen in the MCU yet. With the introduction of time-traveling villains like Mephisto and Doctor Doom, this could also set up the possibility of ancient characters affecting the modern-day MCU timeline. This team's struggle against such powerful beings would further cement their place as the first protectors of Earth in the MCU. And towards the end of the movie, after the Avengers 1 million BC team has faced their ultimate challenges, we could see them part ways, but their legacy lives on. Mosey's role in uniting the team and his leadership would be a key element in setting up future heroes in the MCU. The film could hint at the passing of the torch to future generations, with Odin returning to Asgard and the other team members continuing their heroic journeys. Mosey's actions could also influence the formation of later teams like the modern Avengers, and even set the stage for T'Challa's rise as the latest Black Panther. While Eyes of Wakanda may not focus on Mosey's role in Avengers 1 million BC, it can still explore his interactions with cosmic characters like Odin, the Phoenix Force, the Celestials, and the Eternals, connecting with the MCU's cosmic stories. This could develop Odin's connection to Midgard, set up Jean Grey's future MCU story, and offer a glimpse into the earlier timeline of the Celestials and Eternals. By showcasing figures like Bashenga, Mosey, and Agamotto, the series could tap into an exciting untold chapter in the MCU's past, all while keeping the budget lower in an animated format. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.